Hello my friends, how are you today? I hope all be well. Today we are doing a final test drive video on Icon FJ number 111. Specifically, we're an early model FJ40. We started with an absolutely beat to hell beyond redemption FJ40, which always makes me feel good. With the FJs, I really try and stick with trucks that are like beyond restoration in a traditional manner. So they've really kind of fulfilled their useful life cycle, and if it wasn't for our process, they'd probably just end up being more landfill junk. And then put it through the paces with all the engineering and effort we've gone through. So let's just knock it out, right? So, gosh, where do I start? It's got the big old motor. That would be the 430 horsepower, 450 torque, General Motors, aluminum, 5.7 LS. You'll notice if you're a motor geek and you look under the hood, you go, that's not an LS, that's a Vortec. Well, you're partially correct. We use the LS block and heads, all aluminum, so we get all that goodness. But then I like to use the Vortec truck, Fiat, and Fiat front engine accessory drive. That's a little bit of Detroit Nacrim slang I picked up over the years. So anyway, I use the Vortec truck pulley driven thingies, so that lets me run a conventional mechanical fan and fan clutch, and I also use the Vortec truck intake and injectors. The thinking there is that allows me to have injectors and torque curve that were really engineered for a truck, so it works better in this weight class. Backing that 5.7 is the General Motors 4L65E 4-speed automatic with overdrive, which in turn sends power through the Atlas 2 twin stick shift on the fly part-time 4-wheel drive transfer case. This one I think is the 3.0 ratio in low range, obviously 1:1 in high range. Running my beloved Dynatrac Dana-based custom axles, specifically in the rear. That's a Dana 60 Pro Rock high pinion. And in the front, that would be the Dana 44 with fine spline, superior axles, and all other possible upgrades. On the outer ends of those axles, you will find the Brembo brakes designed for Icon by our good partners at Brembo. They rock. And then that 6-piston front, 4-piston rear with a dedicated rear parking brake caliper. 2-piece hat rotors, blah, blah, blah. Those calipers in the front are just so gorgeous. I hate to put wheels that pretty much hide them, but oh well. That Brembo Icon Sport brake system is powered by a hydro-boosted master cylinder, which I'm a big fan of. In the center of those axles, we are running the optional ARB locking differentials in the front and in the rear. And we're running BF Goodrich all-terrain tires and the new Icon forged aluminum wheels made right here in Southern Cal. Let's see, let's move on to the inside. So on the inside, you'll notice all the recent sort of what we're calling Gen 3 upgrades and trim. So that is the new open closable AC vents in the dash. The cool new gauges and clock done by Dakota Digital for us. Camilo Pardo and I designed the aesthetic, but then we used all of the circuit boards and diodes and all that goodness that Dakota had already done a great job of. In turn, the new housing for that instrument panel, as well as the new glove box door. You'll notice that the typeface is consistent across all those applications, including the knobs, the gear shifting instructions, the clock, and all the gauges. Took a vote, didn't take long for everyone to be virtually unanimous that, well, my F sucks. So I'm going to clean up my F. We're going to redo that as soon as we run out of current inventories. We're modifying that. You have the 2-piece stainless Sub-Zero fridge latches for the windshield frame. You have the killer industrial Icon wheel, the spun pewter lizard in the middle. You have Chilowich textiles on the standard seats, including the optional tuck and tumble rear 2-passenger bench. What else? Running the Pioneer 8200 NEX, which is an evolved version of the one that we traditionally started with, which was referred to as the 8100. Frankly, I'm not clear on what the difference is. 8100 worked just fine. So that gives you full navigation, Bluetooth, and then voice to text and Apple CarPlay and all that goodness. This one also is set up with the optional reverse camera. Icon California made front and rear bumper system. You'll notice the D shackles in the front for pulling. The rear, you kind of have to work to find a space, so we just updated that, and we're adding that ship shackle concept to the rear bumper, again, as soon as we run out of the current batch. Did I not mention the Icon center console? I love it, really proud of it. Made here in California, stainless steel, something we retail. It's become quite popular. Thank you for your patience, the 15 or so people that have ordered them that are accepting the delay for the next batch, but trust it'll be worth it. We made some rolling updates to the console and to the cup holders, but I think we're there, and I think we're finally done. So we have the new pad that's a super dense foam, low profile. It extends further forward. The front storage cubby for your phone, your wallet, whatever the heck you want to put in there, and a little hole with a grommet in the bottom so you can run your phone cable or charging cable or whatever the heck you want to. Also acts as a drain if you like to flood your vehicles. And then the cup holders, we're keeping those ABS molded Ford manufactured removable inserts, but I'm radiusing the outboard corners so you can't screw up your leg if for some reason you put your leg there. The new aluminum handle for the parking brake, the Icon Sport pedals, the Icon, kind of superfluous but super cool fire extinguisher, and Chillowitch mats, double wall with 1/8-inch jute insulatory barrier soft top, and that's pretty much it on the inside. Let's see what else. On the outside, we have kind of the quintessential Icon color, the Rocky Mountain Gray. We also have the new and improved and somewhat popular online despite the painful price point. But again, I'm that geek who designs it to be the best it can be, not good enough and cheap enough. Rear view mirrors, they work super cool. They're all CNC 60-61, multiple points of adjustment. We just released a style that, you know, these mount to the early FJs. The ones we just released are designed specifically for the 75 and newer style doors on a stalker. And then we have FJ60 and 62 door mounts currently in development. We have the Warren winch with the recovery gear bag from our buddies at ARB and Viking. We have the Aux Vision X LED lights, front and rear. Those are controlled via the toggles under dash manually, or the rear comes on automatically when you put it in reverse. Let me think. That's probably good enough. I think that pretty much covers all the details. I worry that these videos get redundant. Y'all are quite patient if they are so. If there's something I can do to mix it up a little bit, just say the word. Let me know. I'm happy to do so. In the meantime, I will just thank you as always for watching these videos and for supporting my brand. I really appreciate it. If the only support we got was from the people that can tolerate the price point, well, we probably wouldn't have that much support. So we're really honored and thankful for the scale and size of community we have, and that you guys really get it and understand what we're doing with this brand. Any questions, you can call us old school, 818-280-3333. The website, of course, is Icon4X4. My Instagram feed is tons of fun. It's everything Icon plus vintage stuff and architecture and travel and watches and other things I am a total geek about. And that is, what is that? Icon4X4. Facebook, I don't know, the limitations Facebook put on company accounts kind of made it boring. So I pretty much maintain my personal page, Jonathan Ward. You'll know it's the right Jonathan Ward when you see the Icon lizard. Thank you again. Be well.